Welcome to today's lesson on addition and inequalities. Today we are going to discuss when to use a less than, greater than, or equal sign when you're adding numbers together. Let's go ahead and get started. Let's take a moment to review the symbols for inequalities. We have less than, greater than, and equal to. So how do you know if a number is less than, greater than, or equal to another? We'll start by comparing their place values. Start with the largest place value that both numbers have in common. Since 13 has a 1 in the tens place and 22 has a 2 in the tens place, since 1 is less than 2, 13 is the smaller number. The smaller number goes on the smaller side of your inequality. Since there's a 7 in the tens place of 76 and only a 5 in the tens place of 54, and since 7's larger, 76 is the larger number, which means the larger side of the inequality is facing the larger number. And lastly, if the numbers have the same digits or the same values in each of the place values, their value is going to be equal to each other. We are going to begin today by comparing 35 plus 42 to 63 plus 19. We are going to decide if 35 plus 42 is less than, greater than, or equal to this side of the equation. We are going to start by adding up each of the different manipulatives on both sides of our equation so that we can compare them. Let's start with 35 plus 42. We're going to start with our smallest unit, our ones. Let's count them together. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So when we add 5 plus 2, we get a 7 in the ones place. Now let's count our tens blocks. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. When we add 3 plus 4 tens, we get 7 tens. 35 plus 42 equals 77. Let's go ahead and add the other side of the equation. What is 63 plus 19? Again, we are going to start with our smallest units, which are our ones. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. 3 plus 9 equals 12. But wait, we can't put a 12 in the ones place. That means we need to regroup 10 of our ones, and we are going to regroup them into a tens block. Now we only have 2 ones to put into our ones place. Let's go ahead and let's count our tens. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So we have an 8 in our tens place. Now we're ready to compare these two numbers. We have 77 and 82. Is 77 less than, greater than, or equal to 82? Since 77 only has 7 tens blocks and 82 has 8 tens blocks, 82 is the larger number. That means that 77 is less than 82. So if we look back at our equation, 35 plus 42 is less than 63 plus 19. Let's go ahead and try a word problem together. The third grade competed in a book drive against the fourth grade. The grade with the most books donated won the drive. Which grade donated the most books? Well, we can see here that the third grade had 2 classes donate books. One class donated 51 books, and one class donated 46 books. In fourth grade, one class donated 65 books, and one class donated 30 books. So let's add together each side of this equation to find out who donated more books. Let's start by adding 51 plus 46. We're going to turn this into an equation. 1 plus 6 equals 7, and 5 plus 4 equals 9. So the third grade donated 97 books. Let's take a look at the fourth grade. We have 65 plus 30. 5 plus 0 equals 5, and 6 plus 3 equals 9. So now we have 97 books donated by 3rd grade and 95 books donated by 4th grade. Which number is greater? Let's start by looking in the tens place. Both numbers have a 9 in the tens place, which has equal value. So let's move to the ones place. 7 is greater than 5. That must mean that 97 has a greater value than 95. So the 3rd grade donated the most books. Lisa was working on the problem below when one of her classmates told her she needed to check her work. Let's see if we can find her error. She added 25 plus 47, which has a value of 62, and she said that that has a value less than 31 plus 36, which equals 67. Let's check her work again. We start out with 47 plus 25. She added her ones first, 7 plus 5, which equals 12. You can see that she already marked off 10 ones to convert into a tens block. But wait, she never added that extra tens block. We need to make sure that's added. Since she didn't add that tens block, she also didn't regroup the 1 from 12. This is going to change the problem. We now have 4, 5, 6, 7 tens. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. That changes this number by a whole 10 units. So this number now has a value of 72. Let's double check her work on the right-hand side. 36 plus 31. She counted 7 ones in all. 6 plus 1 equals 7. And 3 plus 3 equals 6. She had 3 tens with 31 and 3 more tens with 36. So she did the math correctly on this side, but we need to change our inequality. 72 is greater than 67 because we have a 7 in the tens place, which is greater than the 6 in the tens place of 67. Let's take a moment to review what you have learned in today's lesson. When you're comparing two numbers, you're going to use either the symbol less than, greater than, or equal to. To decide if a number is less than, greater than, or equal to another, you need to compare place values. Since the 3 in 33 is less than the 6 in 61, which are both in the tens place, 33 is the smaller number. The smaller number goes on the smaller side of the symbol. Since the 5 in 52 is greater than the 4 in 49, 52 is the larger number. The larger number goes on the larger side of the symbol. And if the numbers are the same, they have the same digits in each of the place values, you will use the equal to sign.